Yurt, what's good with y'all, man? We back. In today's video, man, I'm going to give you the most updated, best method for VC here in NBA 2K26 Arcade Edition. This method that I'm going to show you in this video is guaranteed to get you at least 30,000 VC every time you do it. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it, man. And so first and foremost, you want to go to the association mode. And so just to show you, I got a whole bunch of things loaded up. They're all ended because I've done the method multiple times just to make sure that it works. And so at the top right of this video, you can see that I'm starting with 15,191 VC. And so at the end, I'm going to have at least 45,000, by the end of this video and showing y'all how to do this. And so first thing you want to do, go down, click this plus button, hit next to start the association. And then you want to tap over. So we got the modern era right here. Want to tap over to the 80s, 1983 to 1990. Hit tap to enter. And so as you can see, this is what we're going to be banking on right here. It says win at least 5 championships, get at least 5 MVPs, 5 Rookie of the Year, 5 Defensive Player, Most Improved, NBA 6-man, all of that. And so our main focus is going to be getting us the 5 championships. So that's a guaranteed 20,000. And then you're going to get at least 1 or 2 of these other ones just by this method that I'm doing. So this is the quickest method. It's going to guarantee you at least 30,000 VC, and it doesn't take super long, And so I'm going to do it all in this video. Feel free to follow along, pull up this video, take notes if you need to. We're about to go ahead and get it popping. And so going to hit next. And on this screen right here, what you want to do is you want to turn off the trade deadline, turn on trade override, turn off CPU trades, turn off injuries, and then everything else on this page should look just like this. You don't have to touch nothing else. Then we hit next. I'm going to go ahead and select the Los Angeles Lakers. So that's going to be my team. And so on this next screen, you want to put everything on auto. Auto all of these things. And so that's the first 2 steps. And so you hit next. And now the season is going to load in. And here we go. So first thing you want to do is down in the bottom right, you got the menu. You want to pull up your menu, go to trade, and you're about to trade some people to the Lakers. That's how this method works. So first person you want to trade right here on this first screen, you want to click Julius Erving and Moses Malone. Those are the 2 players you want from Philly. And then on your team, just scroll down, and you can scroll over a little bit to see overalls. Just pick 2 people with the lowest overall. So I'm going to pick Calvin Garnett, Larry Springs. And so all we're about to do with this method, we're going to get all the 60 overalls off of our team, and we're going to put a bunch of higher 90 plus overalls. So we're going to trade for them. It's going to ask you a question. Just hit yes. Do you want to override this trade? Yes. So now you got those 2 people on your team. And so the next person you want to go and get is going to be Larry Bird. This is the most important person you want to put on your team because he's going to win you at least like 2 MVPs because he is currently a 96 overall. And so make sure you put Larry Bird on your team. You could also take Robert Parrish if you want to, but the main person you want is Larry Bird. And so I could trade away Byron Scott because, like I said, we're getting away anybody that's in these low 70s, 60s. Get rid of Kurt Rambis. Apply the trade. Boston Celtics. The Boston agreed. Boom, we're going to hit another team. Next person you want to go get is Isaiah Thomas from the Detroit Pistons. Like I said, it takes a little work on the front end, but this is guaranteed to get you 30K every time. And you can do this while you're chilling, watching TV, or doing whatever. We're going to trade Isaiah for somebody on the team. Let's go with Mitch. Go ahead and swap them out. Easy. And so from this point, you're pretty much good. You don't have to do any more trades, but I'm going to do one more, just to make sure it's secure. We're going to go to the Spurs. We're going to take George Gervin. He's a 91 overall. Great guy to pick up. So you'll take George Gervin, trade for a random person on your team. And because we had already set up our settings in the beginning, the game is automatically going to make sure that we have our the right people playing. So boom. Phase 1, that's all you got to do. Now you're going to skip all the way to April. Select April 15th. simulate through, and let it go. Let it go nice and easy. Like I said, this part is super simple. And we'll see. When this pops up, contract deadline, just hit no. Because all it's going to do is just stop from simulating, but you just want to simulate through. Over here, stumbling on my words a little bit. But let's get it. Regular season done. As you can see, Larry Bird got the MVP. But you don't have to go through all of this stuff and check all of the teams and who made first team, unless you want to. You know, if you want to add that part and just look at the teams, you can. So click the, the finals, simulate through playoffs. Your team's going to win the championship. You're going to win like 5 straight in a row with this method. It's easy. Guaranteed $30K. Got a finals MVP with Isaiah Thomas. And so after you finish the first season, you're going to get this screen right here. What you want to do is click NBA Draft. Simulate to the NBA Draft. And then click it again. And all you want to do in this part is just see where Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon go, because you're going to go and trade for them. So down in the bottom left, it says Sim User Pick. You can just click that. It's going to speed this process up. Click it again. It's going to speed this process up. And from here, you're just making a mental note, because you're going to go trade for Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon, even though it says Akeem. You're going to go trade for these 2 players, and this is what's going to set up the rest of the thing. You're just going to be simulating after this. So Michael Jordan, for me on this season, he's on Houston. Hakeem Olajuwon is on KC. And so let's go ahead, let that bounce, scroll down to the bottom, advance to next season, hit yes. Like I said, super simple setup. Now you're going to go to menu, trade. And like I said, we're going to go trade for Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon. So let me go to, what was it, Houston? Right, I think that's where Michael Jordan went. Yep, going to get him. Trade him for somebody at the bottom of your team. Let's go for George Johnson. Oh, he can't be traded. So sometimes you might have to pick somebody higher up. So I'm just go find somebody with a low overall, like Bob McAdoo. Trade. They're going to decline it. You just override it. And now, what was KC? That's a team that's no longer in the league. Is that Sacramento before the Kings? No, Kansas City Kings, which is actually Sacramento Kings present day. Now you want to just go get Hakeem Olajuwon. Boom. I'm going to trade him for Michael Cooper. Boom. Apply. So I'm trying to make this process as easy and as quick as possible. Now you're just going to simulate through the season. Boom. Simulate through. Y'all should win, about like 80 games every time. Sometimes you'll win all 82 games. So let this simulate through. It's going to probably ask for the contract thing. You're going to hit no. Let it keep playing through. And then somebody from your team should win MVP again. Sometimes it'd be like Larry Bird. He'll win it like 3 times in a row. Let's see who it is. It's Larry Bird again. Like I said, the method is easy. So boom, you're going to just skip all of this, of course. Just keep hitting next till you get to the playoffs. Simulate the playoffs. Boom. Y'all won y'all second championship. So now you're 2 for 2. Like I said, you're going to get the guaranteed 5 championships. That part is easy. And so we simulate through again. And so this step is a little bit optional, but I'm going to tell y'all it so for the maximum results. You're going to skip to the NBA draft again. And this time, you only need one person out of this draft. You just need Karl Malone. So you just want to see what he's drafted to. And for me, he went to the Seattle Supersonics. So let me just go ahead and simulate all the way through. And so I just need to get Karl Malone from the Supersonic. And then after that, we just simulate the rest of the seasons. And then the game mode's going to end and give you all of the VC. And so let's go ahead and go to the next season. Go to menu, trade. Let's go to the Supersonics. Let's go ahead and grab, where is he? Karl Malone. I'm going to trade him for, I might do Kareem, because Kareem's overall is going down. He's getting a little bit older. So I'll just go Should I go Kareem or Julius? It doesn't really matter. Just pick somebody with a low overall. I'm gonna pick Julius or Irving. Do that trade. And now from here, you're literally just going to simulate the rest of the seasons. And you don't have to pick up no other players. And you should win about 5 championships, 5 to 6. And you should consistently be getting the MVP. And you're sometimes winning the other awards like 6th man of the year and stuff like that. And so, like I said, this method, going to click no, simulate through. And so after about 3 to 4 to 5, I want to say about 5 seasons, you're going to start losing because all your players are going to get old. But it doesn't matter by that point because all you need to do, and there we go. Larry Bird with 3 straight MVPs. Hit next. But yeah, by the time your team starts losing, it no longer matters. You know, you already kind of got everything you needed. Simulate through playoffs again. Boom. You won another championship. I think we're, like 3 championships in? Larry Bird gets another finals MVP. This method, like I said, it takes a little work, but it's guaranteed to give you 30,000. And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to play any games. You know, you just got to do a little bit of setup, and you're good. Now we're in the next season. The team is still a 99 overall. I'm going to go ahead and simulate through. It should be another winning season. So this is when, like, Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon and Karl Malone starts to really, like, ball out. And because they're on like a 2-year contract or something like that, you're going to end up losing them. And that's why your team's going to start losing afterwards. But, you know, as you can see in the background, we just simulating through at this point. All the work is done. Now we just simulate every season. Hakeem Olajuwon won MVP. That's 4 MVPs already. If we win one more MVP, that's another 10,000. You know, so like I said, easy peasy method. Simulate the playoffs again. We win another championship. Like I said, you're just going to keep winning these over and over and over and over. You know, Clyde Drexler. I didn't even know we had him on the team. The game must have traded for him because I'm like, I don't remember having Clyde Drexler. But it is what it is. And so after about, you know, a few seasons in, you'll see your team. We're still a 99 overall. We're going to simulate to the end again. Okay, we're doing good this season again. Only lost 3 games. Let it keep simulating. You're going to get that question about the contract. You're just always going to hit no when it pops up. There it is. No. Let the rest of the season play out. 78-4. Did we get another MVP on our team? Let's see. Hakeem Olajuwon again. Like I said, this method is easy and it's guaranteed to give you 30,000 VC at least every time. Simulate through the playoffs. You know, we'll see how long this video is at the end, but you're getting the method in real time. And like I said, you could do this while you're watching TV, you know, chilling. Cut on some anime for my anime lovers. Whatever you got to do. You can, you know, get you a quick 100,000 VC while watching the show, while eating some food, just chilling. We got 2 years left. The team is still a 99 overall. Going to simulate through again. And this season, they doing even better. We might win like 8 championships. Because the team is going crazy this time. Let's hit no. Just keep it going. Okay, they went 76-6. Let's go. Season done. We got another MVP, bro. We cooking. We cooking right now. The VC is just, it's not showing at the top, but once I'm done, it's going to pop up. Simulate through the playoffs again. We won another championship. Another one, man. We doing good. Another finals MVP for Karl Malone. Going to simulate to the next season. It's only technically, what is that? Sorry about that. Hold up. Let me turn it off. Hold up. All right. Here we go. Got 2 seasons left. Gonna simulate to the end again. You know, if I didn't edit that part out, I'm literally recording this in the car right now. So I'm like, this is literally, I'm showing you how easy it is while recording this, you know, right on screen in the car in my downtime. I'm doing this in my downtime right now. And so, like I said, easy peasy, little simple method for y'all. Like I said, once you get to the end of this, your team's going to start losing. That's for certain. Your team, if you want to like guarantee all of the things, I can give like a more detailed version, which will probably give you even more money, but then it'll take more work because every season you're going to have to make sure that your trades are up to date, that you're putting the, best team around so you can keep getting the, dang, Akeem Olajuwon won another finals MVP. That is crazy. But, I tried to make this method as simple as possible to get at least, like I said, 30K VC every time. And so this will be my last season. Let's go ahead and finish this part right here. Simulate all the way through. It's easy. Easy, easy, easy. And so after this season, this is where you'll see the guaranteed money. The guaranteed VC. So the team is trash now. They're actually not that bad. They're still technically saying like we're like a 92, 93 overall. But we're having a pretty like trash season. And so let's see what happens. Hit that. David Robinson won another MVP. Let's go ahead and clear this out. Hit next. And so after this last playoff run, the method is done. Okay, the Bulls won a championship. That's cool. But now y'all about to see the VC. I'll show you exactly how it worked. John Stockton won MVP. We don't care about none of that, though. We just here for that VC. So you should end with this screen right here to say recap. It's going to ask you to, review your best lineups, which we don't really care about. We won 6 championships, and then we also got 5 or 6 MVPs. So as you can see, we almost got 5 defensive player of the years and 5 six men, but we didn't get that. So I'm gonna hit claim and quit. This is going to give us, like I said, the 30K VC. So we started with like 15,000. When I click this screen, look at that, 45,191 VC. And so that's the method. It's tried, it's true. If you want to win even more VC, I could show you the more in-depth video, but I feel like that's going to take more work. That takes a little bit of extra work that you don't necessarily need to do. Like I said, this method right here guarantees you at least 30K VC. So that's that. Hopefully this video helps, some of the people in the 2K community, especially those on 2K Mobile, aka 2K Arcade Edition, to get as much VC as they need to upgrade their player, to buy all of the shoes and all of that stuff in the game. Hopefully you can do all of those things. But that's the method. That's it. More gameplays and stuff like that are on the way. If I find a faster method, I'll be sure to update y'all again. And so that's the method right there. Like I said, that's all I got for y'all. 3 things should be popping up on your screen. At the top is going to be my logo for you to subscribe. Bottom left is going to be a random video from the channel. Bottom right is going to be my NBA 2K26 Arcade Edition playlist. And so that's where all the most up-to-date glitches and VC methods will be. It'll be where my gameplays will be, all of that stuff. So click that playlist if you want to see more 2K26 gameplay or, whatever your 2K26 needs are. Be sure to click that playlist, and I'll catch you on the next one. You heard? Jersey.